Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about some important points to remember as we navigate throughout the holiday season. The whole idea is to keep ourselves safe, not quite sure what to do to spend time with friends and family because everybody's kind of concerned about the virus and also the variants that are out there. These points may provide to be helpful to you in making a decision. But the bottom line here is that we keep ourselves and each other safe. We should really keep in mind that the high-risk groups are people older than the age of 65, immunocompromised, or complex medical situations, which would put them at higher risk. So of contracting COVID. As you know, I had gotten a breakthrough COVID case. I did get the vaccine and the booster and still somehow contracted COVID. But luckily for me, my symptoms were mild. Initially, it felt like the flu, and I absolutely had no idea that it was COVID. I thought it was actually a flu. And so I decided to get tested because in my work, I work with the elderly, so it was very important for me to consider other people. And so I got tested, and of course it came up positive, so I was out of work for almost 2 weeks time. And that being said, I feel a lot better now, but my point is we're still in the middle of a pandemic to get through this together, because it really boils down to working together. And I've had discussions with people, and it's really not a political issue. This issue that we're dealing with is a worldwide issue. And I have to consider myself, but more importantly than that, the people that are around me. And I think that we all need to get together on this. So my purpose of the video is to bring forth a couple of important points, which I already made, which are people that are over 65 and people that have compromised immune systems are at higher risk. So for that reason, if you're planning to spend time with friends and family, you should, number one, know what their vaccination status is. But actually, even more than that, it's important to just be mindful that this virus is so unpredictable, and it's better to be on the safer side than it is to forget that we're in the middle of a pandemic. We're still having problems with keeping the numbers low, and the Centers for Disease Control are expecting the spike to go really high once we get past New Year's. So I'm hoping that this can help you make decisions, but also keep yourselves safe and keep your loved ones safe as well. So that being said, I'd like to show you a video that came from October 18th of 2021, and it's from ABC News clip featuring Robin Roberts speaking about a prominent figure, a public servant that worked for this government for 35 years. And here's what they have to say.
Health, it's always good to have you with us, Dr. Jha. First and foremost, as also Martha just alluded to, our condolences to the Powell family. As we continue to think of them this morning, we know that Colin Powell was fully vaccinated, leading to some questions. So what should people know, Dr. Jha?
Yeah, good morning. First of all, he really was a great American, so I think all of us feel sad knowing his passing. What we know is that these vaccines are working incredibly well, but they are not perfect. And for people who are immunocompromised, the way Secretary Powell was, they rely not just on the vaccine, which will not work as well for immunocompromised people, but they also rely on the rest of us to keep infection numbers low so that they are not exposed. And unfortunately, we know that breakthrough infections can happen, and for people who are vulnerable, they can be quite deadly.
We do know this. General Powell, of course, was not the only breakthrough case. According to the CDC, of the more than 700,000 people who have died of COVID, 7,000 of those deaths were breakthrough cases. How significant is the risk for those who are older and the immune compromised?
Yeah, for people who have significant chronic illnesses, heart failure, kidney failure, for people who are immunocompromised battling cancer, a breakthrough infection can be quite serious. You know, any infection can be serious. A mild urinary tract infection can become deadly. This is something that we know, and unfortunately, with infection numbers raging as much as they are, we are going to see breakthroughs, and for the vulnerable, it can be quite serious.
And we know that Colin Powell was not able to get his booster shot because he fell ill. How big a difference can boosters be for those who are older and immune compromised?
I think they can make quite a big difference. And all the data we're seeing so far suggests that boosters dramatically reduce that risk of having a breakthrough. Now, with somebody who's immunocompromised, they again may not be as beneficial. That's why we still need everybody else around them vaccinated so that they aren't exposed to the virus.
Dr. Jha, as always, we appreciate your insight and guidance. Thanks so much.
That video came from October 18th of 2021, which was just about 9 weeks ago. And now we are, as I said previously, getting through the holidays. And it's even more important to be very diligent about taking special care in terms of wearing a mask closer than 6 feet with people that you're going to have holiday celebrations. Please consider wearing a mask, because like they said in the video, we could all be vaccinated and still be having COVID, like a breakthrough case. That's what a breakthrough case is. And that being said, it's really important to be mindful of this. And, I'm speaking from my own experience. I had the vaccine and I had the booster, and I thought I was in the clear, but I was wrong. And so in order to avoid complications and breakthrough cases, we do have the variants that are circling. I will actually, in the description below this video, include the write-up, which is the most recent write-up from the CDC, Centers for Disease Control, which will give you all the information you should need if you would want to look into this further and see it from the medical standpoint and the data-driven information. We need to take special care of ourselves and each other. With a quote from General Colin Powell, and that is, "Experts often possess more data than judgment." In the spirit of the holiday season, I would like to wish you and your loved ones a happy holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to all, and please be safe and enjoy yourselves. Over and out. Ciao for now, and I'll see you in the new year.